What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you guys had a fantastic day today. And today we have the December 2023 Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport update for you guys. I really hope you guys are excited for today's video. Today we have a very exciting DFW update in store for you guys. We have a really strong finish to the year here as we have some really fun seasonal movements, some various aircraft changes, and all kinds of fun items to dive into in today's airport update. I really hope you guys are excited for this. And without any further delay, let's finish off 2023 right here with Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. Starting right here with this American Airlines Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner. This aircraft's currently coming in from Madrid right now, and now we'll be heading over to Chicago here in a little bit. So looking good to start today's airport update. This American Eagle Embraer 175 for Envoy is currently coming in from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and now it's going to be making a service today over to Fayetteville, Arkansas. And next up, we have this United Airlines Airbus A319 in the Evo Blue livery. This aircraft's coming in from Washington Dulles, and now it's going to have a service over to Newark. And then right here, we have this American Airlines Boeing 737-800. This aircraft's currently coming in right now from Memphis, and now it's going to be heading over to Albuquerque. Starting right here with Concourse C, we'll start with two SkyWest CRJ-700 today, rather. The one on your right's coming in from Idaho Falls, and now it's going to be heading over to Laredo, Texas. And the one on your left's coming in from Stillwater, Oklahoma, and now it's going to be heading over to Santa Fe, New Mexico. Sorry that it's kind of a weird angle, but right here, pushing back, we have a Spirit Airlines Airbus A320 with fence tips and the filled-in titles. This aircraft's pushed back with the nonstop service today over to Baltimore and came in earlier today from Cancun. And here is our next Spirit offering. This Airbus A320neo is currently making a nonstop service today, coming in from Minneapolis, St. Paul, and now it's going to be heading over to DT Dubs for Detroit. Two Frontier aircraft in today's airport update. We have the Airbus A321 representing Steve the Eagle here. This aircraft's currently making a service in from Denver, and now it's going to be heading on over to Cleveland. And we have an Airbus A320neo. This is Wilbur the Whitetail coming in from Orlando, and now it's going to be heading over to Las Wages. Delta Airlines repping a consistent schedule as usual. There's Airbus A220-300 coming in from the New York LaGuardia Airport, and now it's heading over to Boston. And Airbus A319 coming in from Los Angeles, now heading on over to Minneapolis. An Airbus A220-100 coming in from DT Dubs as well, Detroit, and now it's heading over to Salt Lake City. And then Airbus A321, and this aircraft's currently coming in right now from Atlanta. This JetBlue Airbus A220-300 is loading up right now with service out to Boston. Again, really cool aircraft. Could be a 190 or a 320 right now, but thought it was too good an opportunity to pass up using the A220 in this update. And then we have this Alaska Airlines Boeing 737-900ER. This is the 100-year strong Boeing color scheme. This aircraft's currently coming in right now from Seattle and heading over to Portland next. Nice variety there for them. I'm glad to see that they've been doing well there. This United Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8 is currently coming in from the San Francisco International Airport, now heading over to Denver next. And this United Airlines Airbus A320 is coming in from Chicago O'Hare, now heading over to the Houston George Bush Intercontinental Airport. And lastly, we have this Air Canada Boeing 737 MAX 8, as this aircraft is currently making a service in from Toronto International Airport, Toronto Pearson, that is, looking very nice. More SkyWest CRJ-700s here, as we have a nice variety on their route network. Here's a CRJ-700 in the SkyWest House livery coming in from Wichita Falls, now heading over to Springfield, Illinois. And the second one here is currently in the standard colors coming in from Roswell, now heading over to St. George, Utah. And we have three here on the corner for your airport update. The first one's coming in from Lawton, now it's heading over to Monroe, Louisiana. The second's coming in from Longview, Texas, now making a service over to San Angelo, Texas. And the last one there in the back, sorry about macro mode, aircraft's coming in from Fort Wayne, Indiana, now heading over to Garden Island, Nebraska. Really cool airport right there. And since we're over here, we might as well shall knock out these taxiing aircraft inbound from 17 Center. This American Airlines Airbus A319 with Sharklets is making a flight in from Kansas City, and now it's going to be heading over to Des Moines, DSM. And this 175 for Envoy right here is currently taxiing in after a flight from Brownsville, Texas. Now it's going to be heading over to Rapid City, South Dakota. And here's a Chrome 737-800 in the Chrome Heritage livery like I was referring to. Aircraft's coming in right now from Charlotte, and now it's going to have a service today over to Tucson. And here is a Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner. Really exciting to say that American Airlines, for a couple weeks here from December 28th to January 7th, has introduced, or rather I should say, has brought back a wide-body service to both Las Vegas and Miami, which is really cool. Actually, it may have been Orlando. It was Orlando or Miami. I think it was Orlando actually, which is really nice. Anyways, we'll say that he's coming in from Las Vegas, and now it's going to be turning around, heading back out there. Really nice change. May have to take advantage of it if I can. I'm pre-recording this in advance. Certainly would be cool to fly a Dreamliner on one of those routes because they're certainly not operated every day, especially at this point in time. So certainly would like to do that if we get the opportunity. So that's looking really nice right there. Let's head over to Concourse D and get started here with some internationals today. Taxiing into the gate, we have Aeromexico Connect MR190. Aircraft's coming in from Mexico City as usual. A few months ago, they announced an additional service. I'm forgetting the city off the top of my head, so I apologize. But that should be starting sometime early next year. So looking forward to that, and you can definitely expect a more thorough assessment on that coming soon. But looking forward to that. This is Avianca Airbus A320. Yes, I know it's the old paint scheme. I would like to get one of the new NGs here in the near future, whether it's the throwback scheme or one of the specials. This aircraft is currently coming in from San Salvador and heading back out there. A very cool service here at the Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport, in my opinion. This Qatar Airways Airbus A350-1000 is coming in here with the afternoon bank. This aircraft is coming in from Doha, of course, now heading back out there. 2 daily services. They've been rocking that really strong. I've been really enjoying seeing that, so they just need to keep it up from here. This Qantas Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner is coming in from Sydney, Australia. This and Melbourne have been carrying really well here for Qantas, so I've been very glad to see that lately. Let me see if I can get a nice little angle here. This Turkish Airlines Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner is coming in from Istanbul. It's been a really good one. Hope to get Iberia. Would love to represent them here. Ideally, I would have liked Iberia taxiing in here, Turkish here, and then Qantas down there to kind of give some variety there. Oh, I'm sorry, I got to see this. Sun Country just announced 11 new destinations, and I think one of them is from Syracuse Aviation. Let me take a look at this real quick. Thank you for the patience, everybody. That was indeed a new Sun Country route announcement. It's October 16th, so I'm a little in the past here, but nevertheless, some really cool routes there, including Syracuse. So Syracuse Aviation, if you're watching this, congratulations. Anyways, really nice assortment of aircraft here. Hopefully an Iberia 330 will be done here in 1400 sometime. Would love to see that, but nevertheless, patience will win the prize on that one. Okay, this American Airlines Boeing 787-8, this is actually a -9 rather, Dreamliner right here. This aircraft's currently making a service in from Paris Charles de Gaulle, and now I'll be heading back out there. American and Air France doing a really good job competing against one another. And here's this American Airlines Boeing 777-300ER, apologies about the shade. Aircraft's coming in from London Heathrow, and now it's heading back out there. So glad to see that service going strong too. And this American Airlines Boeing 787-8 Dreamliner is making a service in from Amsterdam right now. They kind of bounce around Dreamliners on that from season to season. So there we have the -8 for that aircraft right there. And now it's going to be heading over to Kahului, which has been a really cool 787-8 route. I've been a big fan of that one. And here's the American Airlines Boeing 787-9, really great model here by GeminiJets. Aircraft's loading up with a non-stop service today, heading over to, I think I already used Madrid. So let's go ahead and send this aircraft to Rome. That should be a solid compliment there. So looking very good there, and came in earlier today from Las Vegas too. And this American Airlines Boeing 777-200ER is coming in from Shanghai right now, and now it's going to be heading out to Seoul. So pretty consistent 777-200 routes. Apologies about the gate. Sometimes, and I think fellow collectors know this, the gates just will not stay up whatever you do. I need to get more ladders for them, but it's tough because I use those ladders at Great Plains for the American gates, so it's kind of tough. But nevertheless, still doing what we can whenever we can. Alrighty, this American Airlines Airbus A319 to start out Concourse C is currently making a non-stop service. I didn't even realize this. The heavy Airbus side's on the other side, but since I turn around the airport, I've always got it confused. So that's my fault, so I'll get that fixed for next update. This American Airlines Airbus A319 with fence tips is coming in from Syracuse, New York. Now it's going to be making a service today, heading on over to Tampa. I was trying to get as many as I could without the sheet, but then I just kind of blinked in the moment. So let me go ahead and get the sheet here so that we can get in a better routine. And this American Airlines Airbus A320 is going to be coming in from Buffalo, New York, and now it's going to have a service out to Albuquerque, New Mexico. And this American Airlines Airbus A321neo, really cool model. Aircraft's coming in from Seattle, and now it's heading over to Los Angeles. Pulling into the gate, actually 2 Airbus A321s pulling into these gates right here. One with fence tips, one with Sharklets. The first one with CFMs is coming in from Philadelphia. Now it's going to be heading over to Nashville. And the Sharklet aircraft in the back is coming in from Portland, and now it's going to be heading over to Pittsburgh. In the middle of those two, you have a 737-800, and this aircraft's loading up with a non-stop service over to, let's go with Cozumel after coming in from the Destin Fort Walton Beach Airport. That could be Airbuses right now, so I apologize if it is. This American Airlines 777-200ER is coming in. Earlier today, it came in from Buenos Aires, and now is loading up on a domestic offering with service over to Honolulu, which very well could be a 787-9. They bounce around frequencies and planes, so I apologize if that was incorrect. On a monthly basis, not on a daily basis. So I didn't get a chance to research once again. I apologize. I was prioritizing the lighting probably a little bit more than what I should, but it does look good, doesn't it? This American Airlines 737-800 is coming in from Cleveland, and now it's going to be making a service over to Houston, George Bush. Taxiing into the gate, we have this American Airlines Airbus 319 coming in from Knoxville, Tennessee. This aircraft now will have a service over to Amarillo. In a very nice lineup of American Airlines mainline airplanes, the 737 MAX coming in from the LaGuardia Airport on the turnaround. The Airbus A321 with fence tips is coming in from Newark, and now is going to be heading over to Puerto Vallarta next. We have a 737-800, beautiful aircraft, coming in from Harrisburg, and now it's going to be making a service to Sarasota, and another Airbus A321neo coming in on a substitution from San Diego, and now it's going to be making a nonstop service over to Miami. At the very end, you have a Boeing 787-8, and this aircraft is going to be making a service today. The Dash 8s, it's so hit or miss. Sometimes it's at Dallas quite a bit, sometimes it's not. And for the sake of this, we'll say that this aircraft is going to be heading over to the maintenance hangar after coming in earlier today from, I'm trying to think of a really distinctive Dash 8 route, and Amsterdam really is the only one that comes to mind. So we'll go off here and just say Miami. I know that's not perfect, but that's trying to keep it fairly realistic, and sometimes it's tough. Okay, let's go ahead and get started over here. We have an American Airlines Airbus A321 stand-up decanter. I'll get a better lighting shot once we get to the other side. This aircraft's making a service in from the Austin Bertram Airport, and now it's going to be having a service over to the Salt Lake City Airport. And this American Airlines Airbus A319 is currently making a non-stop service with inbound service from El Paso, and now it's going to be making a service over to Midland, Texas. And here we go with the lighting. This is exactly what we were looking for. American Airlines Boeing 737-800, this aircraft, that was not what we were looking for. I don't know what the logic was there. This aircraft's coming in now from the Montreal Airport and is going to be staying in the Canada realms, heading over to Vancouver. And this American Airlines Airbus A319-100 with CFM engines coming in earlier today from the Charleston Airport, and now it's going to be making a pretty nice little halt over to St. Louis. Not really, it's like an hour flight. Just being a little facetious there. This American Airlines Airbus A321neo, kind of breaking up these empty gates. I did this on purpose, by the way, to represent the bank. So if you see it a little bit more open than what you would think, that's why. It's just to represent that planes are coming in and out, taking off and landing. You see how filled up the taxiways are through the peripheral vision here. Anyways, 321neo coming in right now from Anchorage, and Lima, Peru got cut if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure it did. Could be wrong, pretty sure it did though. Now it's going to be making a service over to San Antonio on substitution route. Taxiing in, we have this American Airlines Airbus A321 with CFMs coming in from the Las Vegas airport. Now it's going to be making a service over to San Jose del Cabo. And actually, let's just go ahead and shift views here real quick. So give me just a second. Apologies about the shade right there. And as we get into the new gates, I can lift over and get a better view. That's the goal, at least. Let's see if we can put that into fruition. There we go, not too bad right there. So this American Airlines 737-800, this aircraft's making a service in from Los Angeles, which we seemingly haven't got a chance, or we mentioned that once. Well, why not another one there? It's a busy route. Now it's going to be heading out with service to, let's see, Syracuse Aviation D. I love it. San Jose, California. And this American Airlines Airbus E321, this aircraft's coming in from Washington Dulles, and now it's going to have a service today over to, let's go with Richmond. Trying to find some different ones. Richmond's hit or miss. Sometimes it'll get a substitution, but there you go, Richmond. There's your substitution of the day. American Airlines Airbus A320 aircraft's coming in from Pensacola. Now it's going to be heading over to Wilmington, North Carolina. And then we have the 2015 GeminiJets release here. Pretty solid model here, this American 737. Aircraft's coming in from the Boston Logan Airport. Now it's going to be heading over to Belize City. And this American Airlines 737 is actually an Apollo model, a really good one at that, probably their best one. This aircraft's coming in from Guatemala City, and now it's going to be taxiing over here in a bit and heading over to Guadalajara. And that American Airlines Airbus A319 with fence tips right there and the CFM engines. This aircraft's coming in from the Columbus Airport, and now it's going to be heading over to Oklahoma City. And sorry that the view's not perfect, but we have this American Airlines Boeing 787-9. This aircraft's going to be making a service for us today out to Honolulu. I'm pretty sure it's a double daily, 1triple, 170, but if I'm wrong, apologies in advance. But there we go right there. And here we have this American Airlines Boeing 787-9, and this aircraft will finally be doing that Orlando flight that I was referring to earlier, was saving the best for last, so looking very good right there. And then we have a nice variety of American Airlines mainline aircraft. Let's start with these two. A logo on the winglet 737-800. It's coming in from Fort Lauderdale, now heading over to Detroit. And an Airbus A321neo. Once again, I feel like I got like 15 of them in this update. I think there's only 4, but anyways, this one's coming in from Philadelphia, and now it's going to be making the haul back over to Phoenix. And this American Airlines 737-800 coming in right now from Burbank, now heading over to Calgary. Nice to get we got a really diverse 737 lineup today. And this 737-800 is coming in from Atlanta, and now it's going to be making a service today over to Norfolk. And guess what? You had another 737-800. Can't go wrong with them, can you? Coming in from Indianapolis, and now it's going to be making a nonstop service today over to the New York John F. Kennedy Airport. And oh my goodness, would you believe it? You had another 737-800. However, this one has the TWA retro paint scheme on it. And this aircraft's coming in from Fort Myers, and now it's going to be heading over to Fresno, California. Okay, and a really nice lineup here of Embraer regional jets. Let's start here on the right. This 175, let me get back to the correct sheet here. Thank you for your patience in advance. Is coming in from Bloomington, Illinois, and now it's going to be heading over to Champaign, Illinois. And the aircraft on your left is coming in from Lafayette, Louisiana, and now it's going to be heading over to Springfield, Missouri. And there's the Envoy Retro 170. Nice to get that in here. Let me bring out that additional sheet that I had from the last update when we were referring to all these new 170 routes. So this aircraft's coming in from the Houston Hobby Airport, and now it's going to be heading over to the Gulfport Airport. Rather, the Gulfport Loxley Airport. It has an additional city right next to it, I think is what they're getting at there. And this American Emerald 175, making a service in from Keelan, Texas, and now it's going to be heading over to Huntsville, Alabama. And a SkyWest CRJ-700. This aircraft's coming in from, let's see here, Lake Charles, Louisiana, and now it's going to be heading over to Idaho Falls. That's a pretty long route for RJ7. Pretty impressive there. And here's this 175. This aircraft's coming in from the Louisville, Kentucky airport, and now it's going to be making a service today over to Tallahassee, Florida. And this CRJ-900 is coming in from Jackson, Mississippi, now heading over to Montgomery, Alabama. This 175, I know it's shaded pretty bad, so I apologize, is coming in from Albany, Texas, and now Abilene, excuse me. Now it's heading on to Tri-Cities, Tennessee. And this CRJ-900 here in front of you is coming in from Augusta, Georgia. Now it's heading over to Dayton, Ohio. And there's a little bit better view of the Stanley Cancer 321. Thank you for your patience on that. Back over here to the taxiway. Let's go ahead and get over there. This Sun Country 737-800 is taxiing out with service out to Minneapolis. That is a turnaround today. This American Airlines Airbus A318. We have a nice variety here of aircraft, but trying to get all of our routes out here. It's coming in from Austin, and now it's going to be making a service over the Eagle County Regional Airport. And this Astrojet 737-800 is taxiing out for departure. This aircraft's going over to Charleston, South Carolina, and came in earlier today after a flight from the great city of Colorado Springs. And this American Airlines Airbus A320 with the fence tips is heading out to Charlotte today and came in earlier after a flight from I'm not sure if they have Albany, New York from Dallas. I don't think they do. I thought that I missed the upstate New York airport. Syracuse, Buffalo, Rochester. Yeah, that's it. Rochester. So he's coming in from Rochester. I was like, I know I'm missing something in there. And this FedEx Express Boeing 767-300 freighter finally getting cargo action. This aircraft's lining up with service out to Memphis today. Short final over there, we have yet another American Airlines Airbus A319. This aircraft's on short final after coming in earlier today. Rather right now from Tulsa. Now this aircraft's going to be rocking loading over to New Orleans. Sorry, the Sharklet 319s, they really don't have any consistency, so it's always tough to come up with what is a reasonable route for that. Here's the Contour 145 rather. I'm pretty sure it's Greensville, Mississippi and Waynesville. I'm pretty sure that's their two routes. One of them I'm pretty sure on. I'm pretty sure the Mississippi airport is correct. Nevertheless, looking good right there. And here's the Mesa CRJ-900, operating for United with the turnaround service out to Denver. Pretty incredible route for them to come back to their former hub and fly these on a hub-to-hub route. It's pretty impressive. American never did that in their life. Actually, I think they did fly in Houston a little bit, but not too often. it was at least a 175. Here's a 170, and this aircraft's currently making a service, excuse me everybody, coming in from Lake Charles. Now it's going to be heading over to Loudon. And here's this CRJ-900 taxiing into the gate from Shreveport, Louisiana. That is a turnaround, believe it or not. And let me get on the nice side here for lighting of these taxiers. This American Airlines Airbus E320 is making a service today on over to Tampa. Let's go to Tampa. That was the one Florida City I missed. Turnaround for that, ironically enough. Spirit Airlines Airbus E321neo, a beautiful airplane. Love this model. She is gorgeous. She's currently making a service coming in right now from the Fort Lauderdale Airport on a turnaround. And this American CRJ-900, I can't believe I keep running out of CRJ-900 routes. I have not got a chance to see what the new PSA establishment looks like. Safe bet would be like, probably like a Akron or something like that. We'll say Akron. That's probably incorrect, but you know what? Close. And here's the monster for the British Airways A380, currently hanging out right here in front of us. This talent show is going to be heading over to London Heathrow's airport, so certainly very glad to get to see that right there. Okay, let's head over and take a look at our American Airlines maintenance action. I certainly need to conduct quite a bit of maintenance considering that MAX is still broken. Flagship Valley. Now, this is only the night after I recorded the last DFW update, so that's why you see this. However, this is new since the last update. So my headphone wire came across and got the winglet right here. Miraculously, despite it falling to the ground, it survived. I just can't find the other horizontal stabilizer. I looked on the floor for about 30 minutes this morning, and I still cannot find it. No clue where it went. At the end of the day, if I have to pull one off of that one since the wings broke, I could. But nevertheless, I hope to find that horizontal stabilizer for this one, considering how important of a model it is. Luckily, I still have a good handful if I can't, but nevertheless, I hope to find a horizontal stabilizer for that guy. Here's this Boeing 777-300ER, looking really good here in the hangar. Apologies if there's no stratifolding or really good GFC here on all these aircraft. The priority was to try to get a little bit of everything, and I think we did a pretty good job getting this all back into the update. And our two One World 777s hang out over here once again. Definitely wanted to feature that before I choose how to handle them going into the future. And let me come over here and might as well get some good lighting here on these cargo aircraft. I wasn't expecting the lighting to make it over this quick, but let's see if I do a little bit of this. How about that? So as you can see right here, we have some really nice cargo aircraft, including this FedEx Express Boeing 757-200 coming in from Indianapolis on a turnaround. New model finally getting its first appearance in an airport update at Dallas. This is the Air Canada Cargo Boeing 767-300 freighter. Really cool model. This has came into Dallas a couple times in the past. Whether it's consistent or not, that's a great question. It's sometimes hard to see, but nevertheless, this coming in, I think they mainly did Toronto, so looking very good. Winglets and non-winglets. I know it's coming into Atlanta quite a bit. I think Dallas is there too in some regards. Here's the Polar DHL Hybrid 767-300ER freighter. This aircraft's coming in from Cincinnati on turnaround, of course. And lastly, we have the Primair Boeing 767-300 freighter coming in from Phoenix. Now it's heading over to the airport in Florida that slips my mind that they have that big operation at. Lakeview, maybe? I think it might be Lakeview. It's something along those lines. I think each and every one of you probably know what I'm talking about. But the cargo is looking really good. Glad to get it all featured here. Good lighting as well. Can't beat it. That is absolutely fantastic. So yeah, that will do for today's airport update. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Some very nice changes throughout. What a season it was here for DFW in 2023. Some really awesome changes. Excited for new international carriers, hopefully. And many more changes to come, more new domestic routes. We talked about American to Barcelona last month. That'll be next summer, so looking forward to American with that regard. And of course, we'll have more, I'm sure we'll have like more Frontier routes, more Spirit, all the various elements that make DFW a fantastic airport. So looking very forward to all of those. And I hope each and every one of you are as well. Let me know what you thought of this year's DFW updates. Apologies once again that we missed out on the summer updates. That was really not intentional. That just kind of happened that way. So I have already made plans to purposely avoid that next year. But luckily, I prioritize Great Plains, which I think is probably the favorite of the channel. And I think that was certainly worth the priority to get that in a consistent groove, and it's certainly been going well there. And hopeful for new airports to come as well. I'm sure the channel update that'll be coming out around this time, if everything goes according to plan. I really did not want to skip on a channel update for the fall of 2023, but that's just kind of how it happened. And by the time that I would have been able to make one, I was so far behind that I just decided, you know what, let's play some catch up and we'll have a really thorough assessment during the winter break and really get into all the detail there, because we have a bunch to talk about, as each and every one of you may know. But nevertheless, that'll do for today's video, everybody. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Trust process. Do you love and love you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.